In the shadowed corridors of royal intrigue, whispers abound that Prince Harry is staunchly obstructing Meghan's ambitions to pen her own unfiltered memoirs, fearing such a revelation would slam shut any lingering hopes of mending fences with King Charles III, especially as their marriage teeters amid reports of deepening emotional rifts just before Valentine's Day, compounded by a mounting financial storm in their California haven that's turning their once glittering American dream into a burdensome nightmare. It's a tale of ultimatums, strained affections, and fading fortunes that has the tabloids buzzing, hinting at fractures in the Sussexes' carefully curated facade. Good evening, and thank you for joining me for this discussion. You know, my friends, we've all watched the Sussex saga unfold like a slow-burning drama, haven't we? One where the plot twists keep coming, but the characters seem stuck in the same weary roles. Let's start with this latest murmur from behind the palace walls. Prince Harry, ever the reluctant rebel, is apparently putting his foot down on Meghan's desire to reclaim her story, as they say. A well-placed source close to palace circles confides that the Duchess is itching to spill it all, her side of the royal exit, the slings and arrows of public scrutiny, perhaps even a retort to those endless critics who've painted her as the villain in this piece. But Harry, he's not having it, not one bit. According to someone within the inner circle, Harry's motivations are as predictable as they are poignant. He's eyeing a path back to his father, King Charles III, whose health battles have softened the edges of old grievances, or so Harry hopes. The king, at 77 and still navigating his cancer treatment, has reportedly extended olive branches of sorts, but with strings attached. No half measures, no half in, half out, as the late Queen Elizabeth II decreed. A source behind closed doors suggests that Harry sees Meghan's potential tell-all as a powder keg that could explode any fragile truce. It wouldn't just reopen old wounds, this insider murmurs. It could permanently close the door on any hope of reconciliation with his family. Harry's pushing back with everything he's got, framing it as an ultimatum: publish and kiss goodbye to any royal thaw. Cynically speaking, one wonders if this is less about family harmony and more about Harry's dawning realization that his bridges back home are charred beyond repair without some serious concessions. And let's not mince words. Society's view of the pair has soured, hasn't it? Meghan, with her Hollywood polish and that unyielding ambition, comes across as somewhat grasping in these narratives, while Harry's perpetual puppy dog quest for approval feels a touch naive. The public mood, skeptical at best, weary at worst. We've seen this script before, the spare heir torn between loyalty to his wife and the pull of his bloodline. But now, with King Charles reportedly heartbroken over his distant grandchildren Archie and Lilibet, the stakes feel higher. Insiders whisper that the monarch is pressing Harry to take a firmer stance in his marriage to facilitate some kind of reunion. No point in continuing to fight, Harry himself has admitted in recent reflections. But one can't help but eye roll at the timing. Is this genuine remorse, or just another chapter in the endless reconciliation tease? Shifting gears to the heart of the matter, or perhaps the lack thereof, let's talk about this so-called emotional distance brewing just as Valentine's Day looms. Ah, the irony. A couple who once positioned themselves as the epitome of modern romance, now reportedly navigating serious emotional propists on the day meant for celebrating love. A longtime family acquaintance shares that the Sussexes are spending increasing time apart, their schedules clashing like ill-fitted puzzle pieces. Harry's reportedly wrestling with a profound dislocation in California, pining for more time in Britain to rebuild ties with his ailing father. Meghan, categorically opposed, viewing the UK as a minefield of painful memories, scrutiny, stress, and that ever-present emotional strain. Tabloids are ablaze with headlines screaming crisis, and who can blame them? Sources within the inner circle paint a picture of a marriage under siege. Opposite priorities, diverging social circles, and that nagging sense of separation off camera. When the cameras are off, their lives are separate, confides one well-meaning staff member. Harry's homesickness is palpable. He's said to feel unmoored without his military community or the institutional anchors of his past. Meghan, meanwhile, is channeling her energies into ventures like her Netflix lifestyle show With Love Meghan, which, let's be frank, bombed amid global ridicule. The try-hard Duchess in full meltdown mode, blaming everyone around her, especially Harry, for the setbacks. It's creating even more distance, insiders say, with Meghan howling ultimatums like, "You're not leaving me," whenever UK returns are broached. Cynically, one might observe that this Valentine's rift feels almost scripted. Meghan's prepping a publicity blitz for her as-ever brand, all softness and romance, while speculation swirls about separate professional lives. No imminent separation, mind you, but the emotional toll is evident. Harry's under stress from Meghan's demands, and the pair's public unity masks private tensions. Society's take? A collective shrug, perhaps, with a dash of schadenfreude. After all, they've courted the spotlight so aggressively, now it's biting back. But the real kicker, my astute viewers, is the financial quagmire swallowing their California idyll. What was billed as the American dream has morphed into a costly nightmare, with debts piling up and stardom flickering out like a spent candle. A well-placed source reveals that the Sussexes are bleeding money, their once lucrative deals drying up faster than a Montecito drought. That 5-year Netflix pact, teetering toward expiration without renewal whispers. Spotify, long gone. Harry's bombshell memoir, Spare, raked in $27 million, but much of it's evaporated on annual security costs of $2–3 million, not to mention the $10 million mortgage on their $15 million mansion, monthly repayments that could fund a small kingdom. Insiders behind closed doors murmur of staff exits mounting, from PR reps to foundation executives, signaling internal turbulence. The couple's empire is crumbling. Failed ventures, ridiculed projects, and a lifestyle that's proving unsustainable. They've realized they need to downsize if they want to make this work long-term, shares a source within the inner circle. Harry's inheritance from Diana and the Queen Mother, around 17 or 18 million, helps, but it's no match for their billionaire-level spending. Security alone is their biggest cost, stripped away post-Megxit, leaving them with a huge bill. And let's not forget rumors of unpaid debts, like that alleged $14 million loan from Tyler Perry, prompting his abrupt exit from their orbit. Society's skepticism here is thick. The pair who quit royalty for financial independence, now grappling with fading relevance. Harry's spare curse lingers, experts say, keeping him wrapped in past grievances while Meghan builds her entrepreneurial facade. But in Hollywood, where they've drifted, big money offers are scarce. Harry's not landing the deals to cover those soaring costs, and Meghan's attempts at rebranding, cooking shows, empowerment books fall flat. It's left them emotionally frayed, regrouping amid bickering, wondering if 2026 will bring more misery. One can't help but ponder the broader irony. Harry, once the fun-loving prince, now seems adrift in Meghan's shadow, his Hollywood struggles a culture clash foretold. Meghan, the ambitious actress turned duchess, clings to control but faces ridicule. Their choices, lavish housing, private jets, highlight diverging spending habits. Harry's frugal instincts clashing with Meghan's regal pretensions. Yet, as a well-meaning staff member notes, the money just isn't coming in the way it used to. Will they downsize, reconcile, or watch it all unravel? My friends, this is the royal drama we tune in for, the intrigues, the spats, the fortunes won and lost. It's a reminder that even in gilded cages, cracks appear. Harry blocking Meghan's memoirs might preserve his slim reconciliation shot, but at what cost to their union? The emotional chasm before Valentine's, the marriage strains from transatlantic tugs of war, the financial freefall in sunny California, all weave a tapestry of caution. Society watches with that familiar mix of fascination and fatigue, questioning if the Sussexes can rewrite their narrative before the ink runs dry. As always, these are the currents swirling in the ether, drawn from those quiet voices in the know. What do you make of it? The floor is yours in the comments. Let's dissect this with the sharp minds you all possess. Until next time, stay discerning.